I'm real excited about the video this week because it's going to save a lot of people a lot of money. It's one of those most frequently asked questions I get from subscribers. It goes like this. They say, I put in a stop at $30. I think that's what I can afford, 25 or 30 bucks a trade. The problem is I keep getting stopped out over and over again and losing my stop money, my 25 or 30 bucks. And of course they ask me, what can I do about it? How do I stop the madness? Two things. Number one, when you go into a casino, walk over to the blackjack table, put down a $30 bet. The dealer starts dealing and you see the first round of cards. You can't say, sorry dealer, I don't like those cards. I'm taking my 30 bucks back. I quit. Well, you can't do that in a casino, but in trading, you can. And number two, the risk is not fixed. Once you enter the trade, it changes every moment. And in today's Trade of the Week, I'm going to show you exactly what we can do about that. Here's the setup screen. Why this trade and why now? Trade date 27 September 2022. I use the Tastyworks software because I can do everything from one screen. In the top panel, the NASDAQ Micro Emini trading at $2 a point. We're going to be shorting that today. Candlesticks are 5 minutes. Down below the MACD with the standard default settings, and on the left is what we call a bracket OCO order with the entry, stop loss, and target price. Now let's do the trade setup. At 9:30 Eastern Time, the market opens, goes up for 10 to 15 minutes, then drops down and levels off for almost 20 minutes, and then finally at 10:06, when I'm going to enter this trade, I'm going to short the NASDAQ Micro Emini. And I've circled in purple the MACD indicator. See the green line going below the red line? And it looks like they're both going below the zero line. That portends more negative momentum and down price action dead ahead. That was all I needed to pull the trigger on the trade. And see on the screen there, my stop is 11 points up from where I shorted at 11,434. 11 points now is a risk now of $22 on the trade. My maximum risk. I put the trade price in those two green rectangles there so you can see it easily. Mentally, I think the $22 risk is going to be worth the bus ride on this trade. That's my fare. And it could cost me because I wanted this trade to go down some more so I can make some money. If it turns up, I'm going to lose my 22 bucks or maybe part of it. You don't have to stay in the trade if you don't like what's happening. You don't have to wait for it to take your entire 22, 25, or 30 bucks away. That risk is variable, and you are the one that gets to decide how much you're going to lose. It seems like longer, but I've only been in the trade for about 30 seconds now. At this point of the trade, I have absolutely no idea whatsoever how much, if any, profit I will make on this trade. On the other hand, I do control how much I can lose on the trade. Look at that last red candlestick from 10 to 10:05. The market fell about 70 points in that 1 5-minute period. It moved $140 in that 5 minutes. So risking $22 on this trade, when you look at it that way, doesn't seem like too much to risk. You'll have all kinds of chatter going on in your brain. For example, it seems like this trade hasn't gone down one tick since I got into it. I'm down about $14 right now, and it just ticked up to 11,441.75, about 2 points from being stopped out there. And look at this, 5 seconds later, I'm back to even money again. Now, you've heard the analogy that day trading like this is like having your own business. Well, a trade that takes my money is like an employee who steals. I'm going to fire them quickly. But now with this trade, it started to go my way. Watch this. I pull the Tastyworks mouse out, and I move that stop down to 11,435.50. Now calculate my risk. That's 1.5 points, $2 a point. My risk is $3. And I promise you, it will not be any more than that for the rest of this trade. See what happened there? I made one decision, and now there are only two outcomes to this trade. I've taken virtually all the risk out of the trade. It could be $3 I lose or I make money. Those are the only two outcomes of this trade. Now, I just took my Tastyworks mouse, that left mouse button, clicked it and brought it down to 11,424. That means I have locked in 10 points or $20 on the trade, and I'm currently trading 11,420. Now, once you open any trade, the thing you must focus on is how to reduce the risk and or lock in profits. That's it. You have no control over the money you could make. Your job is to have a laser focus on reducing risk during a trade. That's your only job. And what you see now is me scrambling. We traded down to 11,407, and I'm trading back up to 11,412 right now. So I have my Tastyworks mouse, hold down that left button, and you see me dragging that stop down. This time I go down to 11,414.50. And I've locked in about $39 in the trade. There you go. It stopped out, so let's count the money. Now I'm going to show you something that's pretty incredible. You see that $38.50 I made, I only had to put up a little over $500 to do this trade. So I made an astounding 7.5% return on that $500 in under 3 minutes time. I hasten to add, this type of trading isn't for everyone. It's very risky, but in exchange for being willing to take that risk, you also have the opportunity for immediate profits. There's a lot to be excited about the returns you can get in this kind of trading. I did say it was risky and not for everyone. It's not for your IRAs and college funds. But what I'm about to show you is pretty amazing. If you've only traded stocks and never traded futures, you're in for a huge surprise, because it's the way, since 3 years ago when the Micro E-minis came along, it's the way to trade with an extremely high leverage on your money. Here's how the trade I showed you today works. I had to put up $515.62. I traded a NASDAQ100 Micro E-mini, and it was at a price of $11,434 at $2 a point. That means that $500 down there controlled over $22,000 worth of equity. Now, that's a leverage of 42 to 1. In case you didn't know, the most leverage you can get stock trading is 2 to 1. And you have to have a $25,000 or more account if you're going to trade it more than 3 times a week. That's called a pattern day trading rule. It doesn't apply to futures. You can trade 200 times a week if you want to. I wouldn't advise it. 42 to 1 is a lot of bang for the buck. Professional traders, exchange members, and wealthy clients and their representatives have been trading this kind of leverage for years. In May of 2019, they came down with the 1/10 size contracts. Those are the micros that we talk about and teach here on the channel. And now you can do it too. 42 to 1. So why haven't they done this before? Well, we live in an age of a thing called disruptive technology. We order everything from Amazon. We don't drive to the bank anymore. There's no such thing as couch change. And it's magic. You can rub your fingers across a piece of glass and talk to your friends face to face, even if they're thousands of miles away. So it shouldn't be too surprising. There's new financial products. There's new ways to better yourself financially than there has ever been before. This isn't the only one. There's a lot of them, but it's the only one we do here. The over 140 videos and 15,000 subscribers to the channel, and now you're learning why. There's no system to buy. It's all free in 140 videos. I spent thousands of hours putting them together, and the channel is supported by my book, and it only costs a little over $18. And I've got almost 400 5-star reviews. It's a short book. It's 110 pages. There's a reason for that. We only teach one thing: how to day trade the Micro E-minis. It really is that simple. Subscribe to the channel right now. We put up new videos just about every week. We miss one once in a while because I take a vacation. Be sure and look for the free links to different playlists, their beginner's playlist, a free trade simulator, more information on the broker I use and the book and all those things, and the text and links right below this video. Do me one favor, hit the like button if you want to see another video similar to the one you've seen today. I tally those. It helps me keep the best subjects possible forward so you can learn how to day trade the Micro E-minis. I'm Don Singletary, and I hope every day is a payday for you. I'll see you next week. Thank you.